Well, YouTube, welcome back. We put the rest of the track around this, and we had a few pieces left, but used up most of all the turnouts that I had. We were talking about on the last video putting a backdrop through there or a hillside, but I think for right now we're just going to ignore the fact that you can see one half from the other, or kind of act like it's just a larger town off in the distance. And we have a few tracks there for a few yard tracks. The main line for that loop comes in from over there, and it can split at that turnout there and go down those two tracks all the way to the other end, and it has another turnout. That way you can do runaround moves, and you can switch the businesses, and they're not set in stone where they're at. I've got a cold storage back there, and the big grain elevator moved over here. Someday the grain elevator might move over by those two tracks there to the inside of that passing track, and that could be a future spot for a roundhouse someday. I have a roundhouse on eBay that I'm bidding on. I don't know if we'll get it, but we probably put a roundhouse and turntable in there just to be able to turn some steam locomotives and park some locomotives in that area. But the two loops are complete. They go all the way around. They should be able to run independently of each other. Later on today, I'm going to start drilling some holes through the railroad and put the power feeder wires to the turnouts down through there and go through and make sure I have all the turnouts isolated. And drop feeder wires through here and try to connect them to a bus later. I have a lot of suitcase connectors and different things to wire this up. I wouldn't think it would be too bad. Hopefully I don't run into any shorts. Morgan's been down here playing with some train cars that she picked out and learning to use the re-railer and dealing with some derailments, but it's good for her. She's having fun. For right now, I'm pretty happy with it. At least we'll be able to run some trains. That's the main thing, just to run some trains, switch some trains. I can get her used to using some of this and teach her to use a locomotive on the railroad and get used to running a train around one of the loops. And just have some fun together in here. Everything's kind of been moved around. There's another milling company there. I thought about at one time making that into a packing plant. N-Scale doesn't really have a large packing plant that I'm aware of. I do want that. I have some stock bins and stuff put away that'll come out somewhere. Down there where she's playing someday will be an area where there's a rock crusher just to get some gravel and stuff to supply this cement company over here. There's also some other small buildings I have tucked away, like downtown Main Street buildings. I thought later on we'd probably build a little town through the middle of that between the two loops there. We'll try to make a video after we get some trains running, when we get them running. So thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe.